It's really easy to get caught up in the day-to-day of delivering value to your customers every single week. Every once in a while, you need to pop out and make sure the entire product organization is aligned on the same strategy and vision moving forward.
To ensure that your product teams are working collaboratively together and are aligned, they need to understand the product strategy.
Creating a product strategy. Where does the idea come from? How do we define the goal? How do we validate that back with customers? And how do we deliver that?
Last Friday, we had a product strategy workshop to create a product strategy, and that should be almost like a living document because things obviously change over time.
The day was all about starting big. What do we aspire to be in a 3, 5, 10-year horizon? Really trying to pick apart the specific wording and sentences that we want to begin to repeat to one another, but also to the rest of the company so we can build some momentum around this vision of where we're headed.
Really creating a narrative around product strategy. I think it's probably quite difficult to explain a really complex situation in a really simple way. And I think that's what Friday was about.
Honestly, it's an art. I think picking the North Star and the right thing that we're working towards is a combination of what are the macro problems that we're solving that an industry faces or multiple industries face in our scenario? And then on top of that, what are the industry trends that are growing in a positive direction and how can we as a company position ourselves to capitalize on both of those things?
And what are the strategies that we want to employ over the next 12 months to really execute these concepts? And then from there, you bring that down to a roadmap with clear metrics.
We broke into 4 groups, and then in each of the groups we did whiteboarding sessions of what we would prioritize. So we were defining what are the current problems that we can see in the market, what are some opportunities that we can break down quickly.
How do people perceive our product? What problems are we solving for which customers? What do we think the market opportunity is? What do we think the trends are?
What's our competitive advantage? How are we different? Is that easy or hard to replicate for other businesses? And then what is our business model in a sense? What are our revenue streams? Can we experiment around new revenue streams to make money for the business? And then from there, we would present that back to the group. So different teams had different ideas, how to achieve that.
That's a really great way of building strategy where it's not top down. It's not a leader at the very top telling us what the strategy should be. It's all of us agreeing to this goal and a strategy that we should align with.
We often found ourselves debating each other, which is a really healthy thing, I think.
And it's completely okay. We're a team who are all trying to get and to achieve the right thing for the company.
And everyone's got different experiences, so hearing how people even think about how to solve that problem was really helpful.
Yeah, I think if you do believe that it is wrong, it is really important to challenge it, but you need to challenge it with really strong justifications.
Sometimes it's that we can't resolve it in the one session. And sometimes it might be that it just needs to be redefined. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all building our product for the customer. So if we have conflicting ideas, then we go and validate that. We go and ask the customers.
So I think understanding the domain, the technology and the user are super key to picking and informing a product strategy. Once strategies are picked in a sense, from there it's all about the tactics to achieve that strategy. Each initiative has success metrics. Really breaking it down from that level to an initiative, to a strategy, to a mission, suddenly things become aligned to the company's mission.
Really, we want to get down to a document that becomes part of how we make decisions in the next 12 months, but helps us communicate clearly with the rest of the company.
Things that you do should serve a strategy you have. And without a strategy, you're kind of running in a direction without an idea of where you're going. You have a lot of uncertainty. But I think that's also part of the challenge of product strategy. There's only so much research and validation we can do before you just have to take a jump and go, let's try it. I personally just view relationship building as part of my job. And as a product manager, if you're not viewing it that way, you're not doing it right.